first order of business, Richie Leonard, he entered into the transfer portal early this morning, which was one of our offensive guards. This one stung when I saw. Look, they've all stung, right? So let's not try to twist this any kind of which way. And you know how I like to do? I try to spin it, the Disney Gator pump, and say, look, it's gonna be okay. Offensive line, we can all agree on. We've got some areas of need, but was by far the most needed position that we needed help on. We already lost Mike Mazuka, which was a guard, and now we've lost Richie Leonard, which is another guard, a very experienced guard that played very well this season. So big head scratcher here, and we always have head scratchers. We always want to figure out why. What was the reason for it? Does he not want to play for this team anymore? Interesting enough, his father happened to hop on a Twitter space, gave us some insight. Now, before we play this clip here, I was in the Twitter space, was able to record it. I don't want to allege or assume anything. Again, I'm only going off what his Twitter says. His name's Big Rich. Everyone claims it was his father. He claimed it was his father. I think it'd be a weird behavior if anybody's running around Twitter claiming to be someone's father. But I just want to be clear. I'm not guaranteeing anything. It's just allegedly. Just don't break any rules here. I'm damn near confident this is his dad. All right, I don't want to take this anyway because he says some stuff, and I don't want to just come back and bite me in the ass in some way or another. But here's what he had to say about the interaction. But again, I think losing Richie is a tough one. But they asked two questions. We're going to play the first question first. His thoughts on Billy as a coach and how things are being ran at Florida, and then his overall opinion of why Richie left. But here's the first part first. Take a listen.
Oh, nah.
Oh shit! He said this motherfucker going down.
We got folks here. We got folks here that say Billy's a great organizational builder and he's a great this and he's a great that. I want to know from. You lived it, so tell us: is he those things, or are we just like what do we expect?
Billy's a great person. He really is.
That is never a good first response.
Everybody say that, Big Rich.
Billy's a great person. Billy will be a good coach. I can't hear Big Rich. Billy will be a good coach.
Who said that?
I've said it on here before, Eddie. I don't blame Billy, bro. It's not Billy's fault. It's a little bigger than Billy when it comes to that situation.
Wow. Hey, Jerry, take the mic. I had to drop you down and bring you back up.
I said that. I've been saying that this entire time, Eddie. I don't blame Billy for the issues that Florida's having right now. I can't hear nothing. I don't. I just don't. I think Billy's going to be a good coach. Was this the right opportunity for Billy? Probably not. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
So big comments there from Richie's dad. Again, it's a father. He's always going to give you an opinion about it. You take it with what you will. I think a lot of us have stated that it seems to be out of Billy's hand. I even stated that, look, when people say he's over his head, was he a year too late with the new rules of the NIL? Again, 2 years ago before NIL, could have Billy came in and maybe maneuvered this a little bit better, not having to manage both sides? Possibly, maybe, I don't know. And so look, hearing it from somebody, again, it's a father looking from the inside and from the outside and looking like, hey, my son wasn't treated properly, things didn't go the right way. Again, we all have our opinion about it, but this is it's just another level closer to the program that has an opinion about it. Felt like it was great to share with you guys to get your thoughts and opinions. So very interesting take. Obviously, you guys will let me know what you think about it in the comments. But I do want to play this next clip of, they kind of like, what was the main reason for leaving? What happened here? This doesn't make any sense. He's been a Gator since 2018. What's happening, right? Take a listen.
He's leaving. We're going to go 4-8 next year, and the coaches are going to get fired, and I don't want that to happen in my senior year.
That's fair.
Now, y'all let that shit set in.
But my thing is this, bro.
No. Like, we all know that. That's a possibility, right?
Q, I'm back.
Y'all got kids. Y'all got kids and shit.
Hey, Rick.
No. Everything looks super.
Hey, Rick.
I'm trying to get y'all.
We talked about
but the deal breaker was he wasn't going back to Gainesville being the lowest paid offensive lineman. That's the bottom of the conversation right now. That's the end of it.
We talked about this the other day, Rick.
So all he was looking for was extra money.
All he was looking for is being able to be compensated like the other starters on the line.
Right. Okay, my bad. That's facts. I can agree with that.
Hell, they shouldn't be getting that neither. Hell, I don't think they did shit.
Big Rich, how far off
What up?
was it?
So this is a Twitter space for anybody that's new to this. It's a big conversation, so it's just people talking, going back and forth. It's as if we do a live call-in show, but not as organized because there's a host, but not really. So it's everyone's just yelling at everybody. But usually when somebody with some presence hops into a space, people usually chime down and listen, and that's what we were able to get here with Big Rich talking about the situation. So very interesting insight of just straightforward. He wasn't getting paid. Like, I love how this thing's just out in the open now. It's like, yeah, like he wanted to be compensated and get paid like the rest of them. Why he's not getting paid like the rest of them? Those are other question marks, because I think we could agree he's got a lot of, experience under his belt, SEC play. You think he's going to be a big get wherever he goes. So who's getting paid more than him? A lot of question marks. We obviously added the addition today, but he's an offensive tackle. Najee Harris from IMG. And this is something that we've all alluded to, that this is the balance. This is what's hard to manage, because you go out and you have, i.e. budget to spend on recruits, current guys, and now transfer portal kids. And you're throwing all this money to bring the guys in, and then all of a sudden the guys that are currently on the team, it's like, well, where's my money? And they're like, oh, well, we spent it all. We had to bring guys in because you guys are mad about losing. Now, again, people can get mad at me and my opinions and my thoughts and how I'm perceiving this, but that's how it feels. The same way that they have a perception of what's going on, we have a perception of what's going on inside the program. When you hear things being said like this, where money's being tossed around and he's being mad because he's not being compensated up to the same level, they later on kind of asked, like, well, what percentage, like, what did he need? And he's like, not enough. He wouldn't get into detail of like, hey, these guys are all getting paid $100,000 and my kid's only getting paid $20,000. I don't know. There wasn't a back and forth of where that's headed. But yeah, look, people are like, Damian George doesn't get paid more than him. And so that's where things start to, you kind of scratch your head a little bit. It's like Najee Harris is getting more than you. Big Rod's getting paid more than you. Now, maybe it's just the starters, right? So you've got Austin Barber, Jake Slaughter's getting paid more than you. Like, these things I'm kind of like, Jake Slaughter, showed some strengths, but he's younger than you. I find that hard to believe. Najee Harris is being paid more than you. He's going to be finding himself more of a role. Damian George, Mike Mazuka, he was a guard. He left, so he's not getting paid more than you. Again, I'm not trying to say his dad's lying. I'm sure there's probably some, there's a little bit of truth to it. Again, how it all breaks down and shakes out, I don't know.